I did not dress for the weather today. Hello, 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 welcome back to Hunter Tuned. Today, we're gonna break out Blabby McBlabberson and chat about some stuff. The new year, Happy New Year everybody, and Merry Christmas if you guys celebrate that. Happy holidays. It is now January 5th today, and I'm out at the shop quarantining, I guess, because I have COVID. But we will prevail. Update on some stuff. Just out at the shop right now. Came out here to grab some stuff to take back to the house. Yeah, the shop's kind of just been storage for me lately. Haven't really been doing a whole lot of car stuff. You know, and the car stuff that I have done over the summer and stuff like that is coming out here to do dyno tuning for customers, which obviously it's, I don't know, it's supposed to be a high of like 7 degrees tomorrow or the next day, and it's just been cold in winter, so not a lot of car stuff going on. I don't know if it's just because it's winter or if I'm just not trying to get the business, one of the two. I'm trying to think of a goal for 2022, what I can strive for, because I've always had a goal, whether it would be fixing a car or finishing a project or something like that. I always have a goal, something to achieve. And lately, all the stuff that I want to achieve is like, it's not necessity. It's not, at least I don't have the mindset of it being necessity, such as the EF Civic. This is not a necessity to me, even though I have most of the parts to finish it. I feel like it's not a necessity because I have this car, the Integra, which I'm waiting on my new coilovers to get here, because the Max Peeting bullshit rods coilovers ended up screwing stuff up on the car, and now it's stuck here without suspension. I could put the old stuff back in, but I feel like, why would I do that? I'll wait for the other stuff to get here. So that means my lift is occupied, so I can't work on the EF. I could, you know, there's obviously ways to throw some shit on there to push it off the lift and whatever, but I don't know. But anyways, I want a goal for 2022. Like I said, it was always another project car, but now that I have all these projects, it's hard to pinpoint one goal over another. And I don't think it's healthy to have this many cars. I just don't. It doesn't keep me, it doesn't keep me motivated, and it doesn't keep me interested. You know, like, I want all these cars. That's the problem. I have like a hoarding problem now where I want to keep all these cars. But like, I have a 4-door Cutlass G-body that I bought in the middle of last year to, you know, do a build on, and I bought all the parts for it. I bought, you know, engines, I bought a transmission with a brake, I bought a Holly, I bought all this stuff to do this Cutlass, and it's been sitting there coming up on a year. It's just been sitting, and it's like, why do I even fucking own this thing? I should sell it because I'm clearly not motivated to build it enough, you know, and it's because I have all these other projects going on, or all these other things cluttering my space. But then again, if I don't have 4 cars, why do I pay for a shop that's 40 feet by 60 feet? You know, it's just gonna be fucking empty. But there's also no other shops around for me to put the dyno in. So like, I have no other choice right now but to keep this place and to pay for it. So I just feel so stupid having it empty. You know, and I could probably fill it with customer cars if I wanted, but then I'm gonna be burnt out and not wanna do anything cars. It's like a tough, I don't know, tough battle that I've been trying to figure out for what feels like forever, but it has been the last like at least a year. I have been battling this internal battle that I'm trying to figure out, and I have to have a goal to fix this. I have to have a goal to better orchestrate my plan of attack for my life. Right? I don't know.
That was good.
What do you think?
You've just been really into motorcycles.
I've been really into motorcycles lately. Last year I was really into snowmobiling at this time. I don't know. I just need a goal. I just don't know what to do, you know? And a lot of people on the internet probably have a lot of simple answers that they're gonna be like, well, why don't you just do this? Or why don't you just do that? And it's not that easy a lot, you know? Like I think a big goal of mine is to find a shop closer to home. So I feel like I can be closer to my family and stuff. So it's not as daunting coming out to the shop. Like it's always daunting for me to want to even come out here because it's a half-hour drive, you know, one way. And it's, I don't know. The drive I don't like.
Well, it's not by anything, so if you have to...
It's not by anything, so it's tough to like... Yeah, if I have to get parts, so like, that's another thing too, is like, maybe I could organize stuff out here to make it, you know, easier to stay out here and work on stuff, but I like being in and out, you know, I like to, you know, stop by, do something real quick, and then run somewhere else, you know, but I don't want to run a half hour at a time to go to O'Reilly's, you know, or the gas station or whatever. This place is kind of out in the middle of nowhere, which is good for the dyno, but yeah. So I'm trying to maybe find a shop closer to home, but the only shops that I have found are either in residential areas, which there's actually a shop right next to my house for sale, but it's in a residential area. So running a chassis dyno probably wouldn't work. It sucks, and I don't want to sell the dyno because it's always a way for me to keep up with paying for stuff. So if I have to dyno a car and pay for some stuff to, you know, pay for the shop or the building or whatever. Also, if this building was mine, I'd probably be more motivated, but I'm renting it and I'm leasing it. So it's not technically even my property. I just use it, which is throwing money out the window. It's not throwing money out the window when I'm utilizing it and paying for it, but especially during the winter when, you know, I'm not doing as much or, you know, work is a little slower or whatever, it's tough to justify paying for. So like I said, there is shops closer to my house that, you know, could maybe figure out something with, but it'd definitely be tough running a dyno in a residential neighborhood. I'm sure there's ways around it, but all that stuff's gonna cost a lot of money to figure out. Even to transfer a lot of the stuff that I currently have is gonna cost a lot of money. So, and I would like to maybe buy something, buy a shop or whatever. And if I were to continue doing this as a full-time gig, which I never thought it would be a full-time gig, that's why I'm in a storage building doing this work and have a dyno here. You know, if I wanna do this legit, I feel like I'm in between a rock and a hard place. I'm not fully committed to doing this like full time, whatever, even though I haven't had a job in like 7 years, and I've been doing YouTube full time for like 4 years. And then before that, I had a vape business that I did for a couple years. So I haven't had a 9-to-5 job in a long time, and I don't plan on getting one. But I'm in between this rock and a hard place where do I fully commit to doing this? Or do I fully commit to, you know, doing online sales or, you know, selling parts and stuff like that? I could also do that. But if I want to fully commit to the dyno tuning thing and whatever, I want a legit ass shop. And I want to have something like in town where it's cool and I can have like a sign and stuff like that that says like dyno tuning performance, 100 tuned, you know, repair and whatever. And then I could have business hours and I could go to work 9 to 5 at my shop. But coming out here, you know, setting hours to come out here is it just doesn't work for me. I don't know why. I'm gonna come out to my storage building from 9 to 5. I don't know. I just don't, you know, don't see it happening. So another thing obviously is obviously finding a place to do it or finding a building. to fully commit to doing dyno tuning and stuff like that, but it's a big commitment, you know, obviously, because the money that you'd have to put forth to the building, you're kind of locked in. And I've never been locked into a damn thing in my life other than being engaged to my beautiful fiance now. But I've never been locked into a job, ever. Like, the jobs that I've had in my life, I think the longest job I've ever held was like 6 months, just because I don't do well with, I get bored really easily, and I want to do something different, and I want to do something, you know, whatever. That's why YouTube has been cool for me, and it's worked for a long time, even though I don't really make a lot of money on YouTube. I use it for advertising to get dyno tuning business and stuff like that. But, oh yeah, like I don't know, you know, I work at O'Reilly's for a couple weeks, and then I go work at AutoZone for a couple weeks, and then I go get a fabrication, you know, like a metal grinding job for a couple months, and then I worked at a dealership for a couple weeks and a couple months, you know, and then I just bounce around and I do all these fucking jobs. And I'd get sick of it and be like, oh shit, I can go make more money doing this right now by myself, so I'd quit the job. And that's kind of what it come down to. And then I got a job at a vape shop, and I saw the ins and outs of the business, and I was like, hey, I can fucking do this. I'm gonna make some money doing this, and I did. So, yeah, I don't know. Fucking Blabby McBlabberson today. But I'm just trying to figure out what my goal is for this year. I don't know what to go about. You know, obviously we can go like build a building, buy some land, put it out in the country, because that's the only land that'd be for sale that's like commercial enough to be able to put up a building and, you know, do all this stuff. Another thing too is, like, if I did find a place to rent, you know, it's just not that easy. You know, there's not that many facilities for sale, or if they are for sale, they're a lot of freaking money. A lot of money, which I can't afford. So, yeah. Okay. So I haven't really been trying to get a whole lot of dyno tuning work or anything like that pretty much this whole year. I have done dyno tuning pretty much all last year. And, you know, looking back, it's very humbling to see the amount of support and business that I did do. With the website, selling injectors, turbos, and you know, doing dyno tuning at the shop. It's been extremely humbling and extremely stressful at the same time, just because I've never stuck to doing any one particular thing this long in my entire life. So it's been tough for me mentally to like not be burnt out and sick of doing it and stuff like that. And it's funny because this has been my dream job, or it was my dream job for a long time, to have a dyno and be a dyno tuner. And now I'm doing it, and I'm seeing a lot of the headaches and stuff that are coming up with being a dyno tuner, and it's getting me a lot more burnt out with cars, obviously. So like, the content's kind of been lacking ever since I got the shop, and it's just kind of been, you know, one of them things where it's just not the same anymore. You know, it's not the same, you know, car passion that I once had. I mean, the EF, I made that turbo video, putting the turbo kit on, the new turbo kit onto the EF, and literally I haven't touched it since. And typically, when I have a car, or like when I used to have a car, you know, I'd have that car, and I'd buy the parts for it, and I'd finish it, and then I'd get sick of doing it, or sick of the car, and I'd sell it and get something else and be excited about doing another project or something different. But now I've been blessed to the point where I have the money to have these cars. You know, I've never had money in my entire life, so having even 4, 5, 6 cars that I have now is extremely humbling. Like I said, I'm very blessed and super thankful for the opportunity to own this many cars. It's awesome. But at the same time, being able to buy all this stuff and you know, have all these things that I want or wanted, it's kind of put a sour feeling into me. I used to have one car maybe 2. And I used to work out at Dad's garage, and Dad kind of made sure, like, I could only have 1 car at a time, and if I brought another car home, you best believe I'd be getting my ass chewed because, well, it wasn't my house. Now that I have my own house and my own shop and stuff like that, I can have as many cars as I want, or as many cars as I can fit, or whatever. You know, I've kind of strived to make money to buy cars. That's kind of what I enjoy doing. It's all I've ever done with my entire life is cars. So it's cool to be able to, you know, buy these cars and fix them up and have them. Especially now, like after COVID, these cars are getting a little harder to find, and it just makes me want to buy more of them and hoard them even more, which is dumb. It's fucking stupid. I don't know where I'm going with any of this, but now, like I said, that I have like this awesome place to work on cars and stuff like that, I'm finding every excuse in the book to not work on it or to not work on a car. And I don't know if it's just because like a lot of my friends and stuff kind of got out of cars. You guys know that Christian and Michael, Trevor, you know, all them guys, they're all doing different stuff with their life now, and you know, they're not out here every day like they were, which I can't expect them to be. But yeah, I don't know. I've just I've been finding other stuff that I've been liking, or I've been enjoying doing with my time other than working on cars. It just puts me in a shitty place because I have to pay for this place. I have to pay rent with the shop. You know, it's not a free building. I have to pay rent here. I have to pay you know, utilities here and heating and stuff like that to come out here and get something done maybe once a month. Like it sucks. But in the summertime it pays off because, you know, I can do a couple dyno tunes a month and pay for, you know, the shop. But in the winter, you know, I'm contemplating how I can afford to pay for this place, you know, not doing a whole lot in the winter. And I guess I'm trying to figure out what I can do for a goal. Another thing that I did want to mention is I've had a long-time subscriber actually told me, right when I bought the dyno, right when I bought the Dynocom dyno that's in the floor at the shop now, ever since I bought that with my own money and everything, he said, what's the next step? Like, what's your next goal for Hunter Tuned? And ever since then, it's kind of resonated with me. I don't know if he still watches the channel or not, but he knows who he is. He just said, like, what's next? You know, and I don't know what the fuck is next. And I've just been kind of stuck, plateaued. Ever since I got the dyno, I've been plateaued. Because I'm like, oh great, now I have the dyno and the shop payment and all this stuff. I have to pay for this, and I have to just grind and do dyno tuning, which, you know, I don't know how many times you can watch me tune a Honda without getting sick of it. I know a lot of people, they love it and they just want to keep watching, but there's just something else, I think, out there for me, and I don't know what it is. Whether it's, you know, continuing to do this, which I would love to keep doing, and I'm going to keep doing no matter what, but I don't know at what level I'm going to keep doing it at. So, you know, and I had a ton of fun with Jason Farrell on the motorcycle dyno last week, and I was thinking to myself immediately, I'm like, I should get a bike dyno. That would be really cool, and I could start doing bike stuff. But, you know, nobody cares to watch that shit on my channel. They only want to see the Honda tuning. So, yeah. Anyways, that's what I think. And when I bought the dyno, I was always like super amped to get out of bed in the morning, and I always had like a purpose every day. I'd be like, I gotta go do this so I can get the dyno. I gotta go do this so I can get the dyno. And then when I got the dyno, it was, now we gotta figure out how to put it in the ground, and we gotta do all this stuff so I can have this like bigger picture goal. And now I have nothing to really work towards. I mean, I have plenty of things that I probably could work towards, but I'm not, because I don't have something pinpointed in my head that I'm like, yes, that is a for sure thing. Like, I really want that. There's things that where I'm like, that'd be cool, or that'd be nice, but it's not something that I'm like losing sleep over. And I want something that I'm so excited about, I'm losing sleep over, and I just haven't found it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to do, you know. And obviously there's a ton of variables that go into this stuff. You know, amount of money available, which, you know, I'm not rich by any means. And another thing, after I got the dyno and the new shop, COVID hit, and I feel like it just fucked everything up. Like, motivation-wise, obtaining things, you know, buildings, you know, everything just kind of went to shit. Like, either everything was sold out or everything was just harder to obtain, and then I kind of just gave up on excelling. You know what I'm saying? I took my foot off the accelerator when COVID hit. And I just kind of plateaued, like I was saying, and I just did some dyno tuning. And that's all I've been doing. I want to put my foot back on the accelerator and be excited about something and achieve a new goal. I just don't know what it is. Winter Wonderland today. Another thing I wanted to mention about, you know, quitting jobs all the time and, you know, kind of never being satisfied or never, that's kind of like always been my thing, is I'm always looking for something else to do or something different to do with jobs and stuff like that. And now y'all are my fucking boss. All the people that, you know, watch these videos and stuff like that, I feel like I have to follow the money, you know, or the views. I have to follow the views and what gets attention, which is Honda Civics and Integras on the dyno. Which, you know, I kind of want to not do that. I want to keep doing it, but not at the level I was. You know, so, yeah, y'all got to remember, like, this job is a lot harder to quit because y'all are my boss. Right? It's not as easy to just be like, oh, fuck you, buddy, I'm out for the day. You know, I could be out for the day or the week, but eventually people start hitting me up and they're like, when are you going to start making videos again? Or when are you going to do a tuning video? Or when are you going to do this? And it's like, I got to listen to my boss, you know? Which is fine. You know, I'm just saying, that's how it is. I picked up a truck that everybody hates.
Really?
And I really like. Huh?
Nobody likes this truck?
I mean, people like it, but everybody's like, oh, it's going to blow up and you're going to fucking have so many problems with it. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. I sold my Duramax and I sold my giant fucking enclosed trailer because, let's be real, guys, I used it once last year. I don't fucking need it. Just like the whole hoarding thing, I don't fucking need it. But, so I sold my Duramax because the only reason I had a Duramax was because I needed a truck. I needed a semi, pretty much, to pull around the fucking trailer that I had. So my goal now is to get a smaller truck, something more efficient, because all I do with my truck is daily drive it, really. And I haul some things once in a while. But I'm not, like, pulling big loads fucking 6 days out of 7. That's not what my trucks are used for. My trucks do that once a year. Not once a year. They do it more than once a year. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not... Yeah, so I was like, you know, I'm going to sell those, and then I can obtain a nicer, newer truck in half-ton form. Not something 3/4 ton giant monstrosity. And I really like this truck. It's a 2016 Dodge Ram with the Eco Diesel. So it's a 3-liter turbo diesel. You know, once deleted and tuned, these things get like 30 miles to the gallon. This one I bought with 99,000 miles on it, and I plan to enjoy this thing and keep it. Hopefully. I don't know. But I get bored with stuff, and maybe I'll sell it. We'll see. I don't know. But it's pretty neat. And I might do a series deleting it and putting an exhaust on it and tuning it and stuff like that. But we'll see. We'll find out.
It's got a heated steering wheel.
Yeah, it's got a heated fucking steering wheel, which is crazy. And it's a champ in the snow. It's got fuel wheels on it. Maybe I'll insert a picture of it. It's got a topper on it. Call me Grandpa Hunter. I like it. I really do. And it's a hell of a lot more dependable than my Duramax with 350,000 miles on it.
Sleeping Roxy.
And then going back, I actually bought a newer truck. Earlier this year, I bought a 2015 F-150 Platinum with the EcoBoost in it, and I sold it because I was just like, I can't have something this nice. I just can't. I feel guilty. But now I'm like, you know what? If I want something fucking nice, I'm gonna have it. I don't care. You know, I'm trying to, like, people get pissed at me a lot. They're like, oh, fuck you, moneybags, and it's like, dude, I'm not moneybags. Or I bought a Fuel Tech for my Grom, so I'm a millionaire. No. Fuel Tech is not that, it's cheaper than Holly, you know? So, anyways. So here we are, starting off 2022, trying to figure out how to go through the rest of 2022. Making this video just to kind of, I don't know, maybe get some ideas from you guys, what you think would be a good plan of attack. I want to keep doing dyno tuning, and I want to do it either at slightly less of a level than I did last year. I want to still do it, obviously, but or I want to do it quadruple what I did last year. No in between. I don't want to do a lot like I did this year with the structure that I had, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to say that I don't want to do tuning and stuff like that. Obviously, I love doing it, but yeah, I got to figure out better structure. I'm terrible with scheduling. I'm terrible with talking to, I get so burnt out so easily, just from, you know, constantly, you know, helping people, messaging and whatnot, and then, you know, getting the negative feedback from people when I don't respond immediately, and then get 10 phone calls in a row because I didn't respond right away. Like, I can't get to everybody. I did not think any of this would be possible. I told you guys earlier, like, I did not think this many people would be talking to me every day. I did not think I'd be having a YouTube channel with anywhere near this amount of subscribers. I'm like a moron in my own eyes. Like, I don't think I'm that great, but I don't know. I'm trying to just think, like, I want to keep doing tuning, either at a more badass level and then not do anything of my own and just focus on making money and just focus on tuning other people's stuff and fixing other people's stuff, which, like I said, and then I don't know what else would be out there for me out in the world. You know, like I was saying in the video, like, maybe there's something else out there, but I don't know anything else. I've never done anything else with my life. I really haven't. Cars are kind of the only thing that I feel like I'm good at. You know, at least I'm better than the average person on the world. Not saying the average car person, because I'm not. I know a little bit about a lot of things. I don't know a lot about one particular thing other than engines. I really understand engines and how they work. I can't work on every engine. Every engine's a little different. I can't tune every engine, but I know what needs to happen to make horsepower, and that's why I think I'm a good tuner, and why I feel like I should probably stick to it. I want to do it in a better way. I want to do it in a more efficient, streamlined process, but it's really tough with no help, and I don't want to hire help because I can't afford it right now at this level of my, I don't know, and I just can't find enough good help to make me more money. You know what I'm saying? So that's another kicker. I don't know where I'm going to go with any of this. I might do a follow-up on what I'm planning on doing the rest of the year, but still trying to figure it out. Figure I'd blast this out there at you guys. I gotta fix this fucking snowblower. It's been sitting outside all year, so I think the carb is gummed up or something. But I like working on engines. I just don't like, you can't do it. That's the problem, is owning your own business, it's 24/7. It never stops. It doesn't give you a break. It may give you a break for a month, but there's other times where it hammers you so hard, it's hard to come back out of it. I can't, like even hanging out with my family and stuff like that, I can't decipher the two. Like I'll be hanging out with my family and I'll be at work still because I'm messaging people or I'm helping people, and it's hard to decipher the two because if I don't fucking respond, people get pissed, and then I forget to respond because there's 13 other messages, and you know, it's just, it sucks. It sucks. I want to streamline it, but I need help to do it, and I don't know any fucking good help to do it. And I want to do it smart. You know, obviously I don't want to piss money away on nothing. I don't know. I need a building. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm figuring it out. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm really trying to figure it out. I don't know what else to say. Have a great night and a better tomorrow. We'll see you later.